Riley, and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, obviously, tough way to take a loss. Our guys really battled tonight. It was a great environment. It was a really fun environment to play in. We didn't play as clean on all three sides as we wanted to, and it came down to it as they made one more play than us, or we made one more mistake, however you want to look at it. But you can't question the fight and the resolve of this football team. We had to overcome a lot tonight, and we got damn close to doing it. So we'll rally. I've been in this position a couple of times. I told those guys kind of have an idea of what it looks like when you can really make a run off of one of these. This team has the inner fortitude, the culture, the desire to win, the desire to overcome anything that goes your way, even things that are out of your control. We got enough of that right now to get it done. We got to improve. We got to get better, and can't wait to go back to work with these guys.
Coach, how do you bounce that? And I know you probably don't hold your time here, but a lot of penalties kept drives alive. How do you deal with that?
I feel two ways about it. The officiating was really poor tonight, but we still should have won the game. Like that's part of our football, and that's part of football in general. You're going to have some nights where the calls don't go your way, and they certainly did not tonight. But you still find a way, and I thought we continued to keep our composure and fight. And we still should have won the game. I'm not going to be the guy up here saying we lost the game because of the officiating, because we didn't. And that's, we're not going to be excuse makers here. It was just another thing that we had to overcome tonight, and we were close to getting it done, but just not quite enough.
Did it have an effect on the defense getting timeout because they had to stay on the field too long?
Yeah, I mean, several of them there were several third downs, some of the key ones, that we felt like we had stops. One of them was on an interception. So yeah, I mean, does it make the job harder? Sure it does. I mean, yeah, you'd love to get every call every time. That's not football though. Like we get that. Just like sometimes we mess up, they're going to mess up too, and we got to be able to overcome it. And at the end of the day, there's going to be a bottom line, and there's not going to be excuses about the way we play. And that's we're a no excuse program. Wish we wouldn't have to overcome it, but it is what it is, right? It's still out there to go get. And we were 1 inch away on a lot of different occasions from winning this game, and honestly, several times very close to running away with this game. So we're not going to use this excuse. We got to get better. We can't control the officiating.
Lincoln, it was on that final drive that you thought, as they're driving, was there any thought using the timeouts earlier?
We thought about it. It was close right there at the end. We definitely considered using it before. We used one, which ended up saving a lot of clock after the third down stop. We did consider it. It's close at that point because if you stop them, you potentially don't even have to do anything. You don't have to run it for a first down, potentially have to punt out of your own end zone. Like it was right there on the edge, and I almost used one on the second down call. Obviously, in hindsight, if you know they're going to score, sure, yeah, you would love to use it. It was really close. I made a gut call to go one more down, and then we stuffed them and used it, and we got the ball back in plenty of time. I mean, that's the benefit to it is we get the ball back with still a chunk of time and 2 timeouts, and we just didn't. We started moving it a little bit, but we didn't operate as good as we'd like to there on the 2-minute drill.
Jordan Addison.
Say it again.
Could you update us on the status of Jordan Addison?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, they couldn't finish the game, so we'll see. Probably fortunately we got a bye week ahead of us.
Caleb, walking up the field again, should have a lot of emotion, more pain. What's going through your mind? Your thoughts, your emotions?
I lost. We lost. It was a lot of fight in this team. We put in a lot of work for so long. And I'm gonna be honest, I hate losing. It really, I hate it, just simply. And so I had a little emotion. That was one of the things that me and Coach Riley talked about last week is just control them because I love this game. I love playing with these guys over here, and I get to play with them. And so we lost after after that, a hard loss versus a good team. Had a little emotion. But the only thing that we can promise you is that we are going to go undefeated. But that's not the end all be all of this season and of this team. So.
Coach, Dalton Kincaid had over 200 yards. Did you guys try to make any adjustments at all?
We did. We switched coverage up on him a few times. I mean, the biggest thing that we didn't do a good job of with him was just tackling. You know, he had, you know, Cam made some really nice throws to him. He made some really phenomenal catches. Two good players. That's going to happen some. We could have been better in coverage at times, but I think the biggest thing coming out of that is we did not do a good job tackling. We tried to hit him a lot instead of wrapping him up, and the yards after the catch that he had really hurt us.
Everybody on the outside kind of had certain level calendars like all off season. This was a team that had to against the wall every time. You guys dealt with injuries and stuff like that. What do you feel like you learned about the team tonight?
I don't know if I learned anything. I mean, we fought like I would expect. I wish we would played a little bit cleaner, but we fought like I expected that we would. Look, we knew we were going to get everything tonight, right? This lined up for a million reasons. You're going to get a really good football team and coach and players over there. They deserve a ton of credit. But you're going to get their very best shot here down the road and all the emotion behind this game. And I felt like we would be right there, and we were, and that wasn't even close to our best. So I think we'll, like I said before, these guys all haven't yet, and a lot of our staff, we know what it looks like to make a run. This team has got a real shot. Like we gotta go do it. I mean, it ain't gonna just happen. But if we handle this like I think we will, we got a real shot. And I'm pissed right now because we lost. I'm disappointed for the guys that fought their guts out. But I'm like it's balanced like that between like I'm so excited for the back half of this year and so excited to keep coaching these guys. So. Actually, I'm ready to practice right now.
There's a little yin and yang going on. Okay, if you're doing a little chair dance, like you can't wait to play. Truly, you got to look like I want to rip somebody's head off. What's going through your mind right now?
We're just gonna try to use this to feel us to go get better. That's it.
Lincoln, the defense allowed over 500 yards deep. That was most this season. It seemed like they were really making strides these previous few weeks. What was different tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get off the field on a couple of those key third downs. I mean, you know, the penalties, however they played out, were obviously, you know, a huge factor there. You have one, again, take a turnover off the board. And I thought it was probably, you know, the biggest thing I saw from the sideline, I haven't seen the tape, it was probably the game we've tackled the worst. The yards after contact, the yards after catch. You know, that's been a strength of our defense right now. And there's a little bit too much hitting, a little bit less, you know, not enough wrapping up. And they've got good skill guys, and I mean, they challenge it on that. But we've played other good skill guys too, and we've tackled better. So obviously that'll be a focus point because, you know, it's make a play, make a completion, call a good play into the defense. I mean, those things happen, right? But if you've seen us the majority of the year, we've been able to just eliminate guys like, all right, it's there, we get them down, it's done, and you make them drive it, you make them make more of those plays, and it gives you the defense chances to make more plays, cause turnovers, TFLs, all that. And we just weren't quite as sharp in tackling, so we got to do a better job of that going forward.
Let's do one more.
Lincoln, what do you think of the contributions to some of the guys kind of stepping up? Josh Follow,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, some of the guys that haven't had big impacts so far?
It was awesome.
They were awesome. That's right. They were good. It was cool to see those guys step up in that moment, and we're going to need more to do it on all three sides of the ball. But yeah, we had some really key contributors all the way around who stepped up and made some big plays for this football team, and will continue to be a big part of it going forward.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Awesome. Hey.